What's going on, YouTube? It's your boy Julien, Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record powerlifter, here to take the fear out of fitness. We're about to take off in classes in session. Guys, listen up. This is not going to be a long video because even though I'm on demon time today, I'm not going to spend too much time on this. But let me explain something to you. How many of y'all watch the Boondocks? Some of y'all know who Uncle Ruckus is. Those of you who watch the Boondocks must know who Uncle Ruckus is. Who's played by the excellent Gary Williams, right? However, Uncle Ruckus is a man who literally hates the color of his own skin and reviles the culture he disassociated himself with. And one of the things that y'all have to understand is that I'm gonna say this before I get into the jokes, so to speak. The one thing I can't stand for anyone to do is disrespect themselves, to make themselves to uplift other people around them. So for instance, I do not like when a black person has to disrespect another black person to elevate themselves in the eyes of white people. I don't like it when white people do it to elevate themselves in the eyes of black people. I am somebody who wants people to love who they are as they are, but appreciate the differences between us in a respectful and loving manner. We could joke about the not seasoning, putting, unseasoned chicken and raisins in the potato salad, even though that's an actual thing in some instances. It's not a complete thing. I know plenty of white people who season their food. I do. 100%. I also know black people who don't know how to cook and season their food, right? We joke about that, but we also know that they do exist, right? But the one thing that Uncle Ruckus does is he destroys the effigy of a black person to elevate the effigy of a white one. So I'll give you an example. Jason Whitlock is on Uncle Ruckus time right now to destroy Simone Biles to elevate himself in the eyes of white people by elevating Caitlyn Clark. And I'm not with the BS today. Don't believe me? I'm going to read this to you. So here we go. Simone Biles is pretending like she Caitlyn Clark and that people actually know who she is. She built up this importance of herself and does things to make herself feel important. The lily white skin of Caitlyn Clark, Lord Jesus. She's the best thing since Larry Bird. Right? I give that impersonation about a 6.5. Alright? Personally. If you think it's better, put a 1 in the chat and give me the rating. Give me a rating on that, by the way. Just give me a rating on that Uncle Ruckus. For those of y'all who know who Uncle Ruckus is, give me a rating on that imitation. But this is Jason Whitlock. So let me play it a little bit of it for you, because I'm gonna play a little bit of it for you. So
America hates me. The world is gonna hate me, and I can only see what they're saying on Twitter right now. That was my first thought. Simone. I was like, holy shit, what are they gonna say about me? Because usually if you go to the Olympics and you flop or whatever it is, everybody on their couch eating those little chips.
Right, it's like you let the country down.
Oh, I thought I was gonna be banned from America. Because that's what they tell you, don't come back. If it's not gold or bust, don't come back.
So I'm gonna pause it there real quick. I want y'all to understand something. And then after that, I'm gonna probably pull off and let you hear Uncle Ruckus himself talk. But what she's saying is this pressure that they put in an Olympian's head, you are representing your country. You better come with all blickies drawn. I don't want to say the G word because I don't want to get my video flagged. But come with all blickies drawn, represent our country. We will love you because you're supposed to be the Michael Jordan of gymnastics, right? So we expect gold. So what the whole premise of this conversation was in this interview was her in 2020 catching the cases of the yips. Now, what people don't realize is that when you're trying to perform an athletic feat that you are known for and known to do, and then on top of that, people expect you to be at a certain level because you have placed yourself on that level, it is hard to live up to those expectations. Reason why I know this is because I'm a world record powerlifter. I want nothing less than world records, period. If I'm not getting the world record, first place is not good enough for me. I want the record, right? It's not good enough for me because that's the standard I set. But in this country also, if I were to be representing the United States of America and I was doing this before, it's not just, can you win the gold? What are you going to do that's going to break the internet, right? So that undue pressure is what she's talking about. She doesn't mean that America literally did not love her, did not like her, did not respect her. As a matter of fact, we all came in defense of her when that time came. When we realized that this isn't a case of cold feet. This isn't fear. This is literally you're trying to do what you do best and something in your brain is not allowing you to do it. You can get hurt, possibly even killed, especially with the 5 moves that Simone Biles does that no human on the planet can do at this moment. So now here we go. Now what? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? How are we going to manage caring for an individual while not making her a machine? She is the epitome of greatness in gymnastics, but she is also still a human being. She is not only someone's daughter, but she is now someone's wife. How do we reconcile that? But yet, let Uncle Ruckus tell you what I think about it, yo.
And I was like, I don't, thanks.
Simone Biles is pretending like she's Caitlyn Clark and that people actually know who she is. Because You're right. She's a gymnast, and every 4 years they're relevant for a 2 or 3 week stretch. But Simone Biles could walk by the overwhelming majority of people in an airport and they wouldn't think twice. Oh,
that's a damn lie. That's a damn lie. You heard it yourself. That's a damn lie. Apparently apparently your boy Jason doesn't watch The Pivot because her husband didn't know who she was, but everybody that came by her did. He's an NFL football player starting for the Green Bay Packers, or about to start. Well, he was playing for Houston at that point. Gets traded to the Green Bay Packers. Nobody knows who he is. He doesn't know who she is, but everybody knows who she is. I'm sorry. She's tiny, but well put together. Black with a distinct set of eyes. You don't miss her. Whether you prefer her or not is another story. But you don't miss her. The minute you see her, you'll know who she is. That's like Michael Jordan, all 6'6" of him, walking through an airport, glasses, playing incognito. You're not going to miss Michael Jordan. This is why he has his own private plane. He can't get on a regular flight. He can't walk through an airport. You kidding me? The whole airport would get shut down. And not because he would want it to be so, but it would have to be so. He would never get out of the airport. Chicago O'Hare, Atlanta, Denver, New York, LAX. Houston, we have a problem. Michael Jordan is walking through the airport. TSA is gone. Okay? Just know that. Everybody is gone. Everybody's going to go to Terminal X to go see Michael Jordan. Just so you know. All your flights are getting shut down. See why you can't do that? Simone Biles may not garner that level of attention. She could probably still more than likely gets on regular flights. However, if you see her, you know who she is. You might be more respectful of her time and her space and not crowd her and basically, be all in her business. But at the same time, you're going to be like constantly looking over at her because you know that you are looking at the Michael Jordan of gymnastics. You're looking at the absolute best. So, I digress.
The little black girl. Or, I mean, they just wouldn't think.
First of all, black woman. Get it right. Not black girl. She's a black woman. She might be tiny in stature, but she's still a grown woman. Respect her.
Right. And so they build up this importance of themselves. And then they start doing things to make themselves appear important. But in the grand scheme, she's not important.
In the grand scheme, she has done something that no other gymnast can do since Nadia Comaneci. Okay? 1976 to 2016. Okay? Maybe even 2012. But definitely her come out party was 2016. So you're talking about a span of 40 years. Nobody has done what this young woman has done. And even in those 40 years, nobody's done what she's ever done. The flips she does, no human being can do them, male or female. And you're acting like she's building up a level of importance. She is important. She is the greatest of all time in gymnastics. Period. Bar none. Find someone better. But you want to disrespect her, right? Because why? You want to disrespect her to uplift Caitlyn Clark. And the other thing that I want to turn around and make sure people understand is stop putting Caitlyn Clark in the middle of black people nonsense. Stop putting Caitlyn Clark in the middle of black people. She didn't ask to be there. She is a competitor. All right? She's a competitor that competes against black people. But you ask her who her favorite player is, who's the person she, as a basketball player, respects the most. It's a black woman. Okay? She's not coming to save the WNBA. Caitlyn Clark is not the first white woman of the WNBA. She's not even the greatest white woman of the WNBA. Diana Taurasi, anybody? Sue Bird, anybody? Right? Those are two white women. Rebecca Lobo, anybody? Right? There's more. I'm just specifying that she's not the first. She's not the only. She's gonna be dope. Hopefully she's not a bust. Hopefully she can uplift the WNBA to another level. But that doesn't mean she is the absolute best that we've ever seen, that you'll ever see. She might be, but she might not be. Same pressure we put on every other person that steps into the NBA or any other sport for that matter. The hopes are there. But it's not because she's white. And she doesn't involve herself in competition with black people for the glory of the Aryan race. Just so you know. I think she's just fine being Caitlyn Clark. Last time I heard, she only played basketball the way she played basketball with the boys because there was no girl teams. And then she proceeded to bust their behinds. So It's not like, oh, it's this, it's that. She might be the Larry Bird of the WNBA coming now. Not like there wasn't white people playing in the NBA before Larry Bird, but when Larry Bird came through, that was a thing. She might be that, but let her be that. But stop trying to pit her against black people. I don't think that's where her mind is. I think it's, you're not wearing the same jersey as me, we got a problem. And I respect that. And I wholeheartedly respect that. And I'll continue to respect that. Guys, I appreciate your time. This video is over. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and on YouTube. Have a nice day. Be the best you. And class is Stoutt.
Oh,